This is Mr. Hoff, and today I present you the big three. The big three will include our brushes, our water, and our paints. Okay? First, let's talk about our brushes. We have a fan brush. We have a flat brush. And then finally, we have a detailed, small, but effective brush. I sometimes compare that to a felt tip marker. Secondly, we have our water containers, okay? So our giant water containers will replace our less effective cups. Because of spilling and because we have to change out the water so often, larger containers are more effective. So you'll see two of those at your table. Third, there are three types of paint. There is the paint cakes. There is going to be a tube or a container of paint that is heavily concentrated. We'll need some water to dilute that. And then finally, I have a water container, okay? And this water container, this water tube will already have it pre-mixed. We'll have water and paint already mixed in there. So those are the big three, and getting started with your watercolor project. Lastly, the watercolor project will be located on a piece of laminated paper. Attached to it will be your watercolor and a piece of masking tape to put your name. That will act as your paint tray. It'll be also a great spot along the edges to mix your paint.
Remember, students, the wash and be gentle. As I'm demonstrating here, it is important to lather the brush in water, gently swipe it across the pan, as I've done with the yellow, now the red, and then rinse it, and then continue to use it. It is important to, again, apply light pressure. When using your paintbrushes, carefully place it in the water. Gently wash that brush. Before leaving class, make sure you wash the brushes one last time. Flip the brushes, turning them upside down, leaving them for the next class.
Remember, don't smash brushes. They have feelings too.
And once again, no matter what size brush you use, 3-4 swipes back and forth in a large vat of water should do the trick in cleaning that brush. Holding the brush. In this visual, I hold the brush much like I hold a pencil. And that pencil has a really sharp tip. So in holding up the paintbrush, I also act as if that tip can break. I gently stick my thumb comes over, my index finger applies the pressure, and my thumb and index finger do most of the work. My other fingers help guide the brush as I dip the brush into the water and guide it across the surface. Taking care of that brush, lay the brushes gently on a dry piece of paper when finished. Using the paints. There are a variety of paints. There's paints that come out of the tube, there's paint trays, and there's liquid watercolors. And here I am taking the liquid watercolors and slightly pouring them into a small tray, no bigger than a penny. With that, I can stretch the paint and paint a variety of things with it. If I need more paint, I can always pinch just a little bit of paint back into that palette. The second thing that we consider is using a paint tray. With that, again, we gently tickle that paint. We apply a little bit of water and we swipe. I'll demonstrate once more. Go ahead and tickle that paint, not pushing too hard, and then beginning to use it like I would a sharp pencil.